Hey everyone, welcome to Kempner Canucks. My name is RevTrev, and I love making Canucks content that is passionate, realistic, and honest. If that's the kind of content you want, you need to hit that like and subscribe, because today we're talking about the massive trade. I mean, talk about a massive trade. Vancouver Canucks, there have been so many rumors about Lindholm and Vancouver. Don't you think it's weird that Calgary keeps trading with Vancouver? That is so weird. Zadorov and now Lindholm. It's actually shocking. Now, granted, I think that the Calgary Flames got a pretty big haul back for Lindholm, and Lindholm was not going to re-sign with Calgary, or Calgary was not going to offer enough money. And the rumor is this. The rumor is this, that Lindholm wants at least 8 or 9 million next season, and for some good term. So this is why I made this video, because this is my initial thoughts. Okay, this is my initial stuff. I just want to be just transparent, real, and this is why, like, I do passionate, realistic, and honest content, and I got to just be true to myself. When I heard about this trade, I'm like, okay, I'm excited. We're going to get a second line center. This is going to be really good for us. I'm really pumped. But at the end of the day, when I saw what we gave up, I was a little disappointed. In fact, I'm thinking we gave up too much. Now, I want you to post in the comments whether you think that we did or not. I couldn't be wrong on this. This is my initial thoughts. I feel like I need more time to think about it, but let's quickly go over this. I know most of you know this right now, but just look at it again. So the Canucks have acquired Elias Lindholm from the Flames for Kuzmenko, for Hunter, for Jumo, and the first round pick and a conditional fourth this season. Okay, I think that's a lot. I think that's a lot. Now, a lot of you are like, oh, Kuzmenko, he's not that good. He's awful. He's in Rick Talker's doghouse. I'm like, yeah, I agree. I agree with all that you just said. Okay. The fact is, he scored 39 goals last year. I don't think he's going to stink forever. I actually believe in Kuzmenko. I believe in his talent. I believe in this young man. I think he's in a bad situation now. The coach doesn't like him, and he's gone. That doesn't mean that he's not going to be good in Calgary or whatever team he was going to get traded to. I did not want to move on for Kuz, and I don't like trading first-round picks. That's just my personal thing. Hunter is having an amazing year. An amazing year. That might be the best player in the whole trade, and he might be better than Lindholm. Who knows? Who knows? So my initial thoughts are, it feels like we traded too much for Lindholm, and I know there's so many people going to be raging right now. Are you kidding me? Blah, blah, blah. Okay, you're allowed to have your other opinion. Start your own stinking YouTube channel. Go on share your opinion. It's really easy to criticize someone else's. I'm just telling you how I'm feeling. I'm nervous about this trade. I feel like we gave up a lot. Now, the good news about this trade, because we do have to ask the question, did the Canucks give up too much? That's the question we do have to ask, right? There's also a couple questions that we're going to ask real quick. I'm going to ask you real quick. But the good news is this: the Canucks are all in about this season. They're all in. Now, my personal opinion was I thought we were good enough to win it with who we have. But obviously, Alvin and Rutherford disagreed, and they felt like we needed a second line center. And okay, cool. I'm okay with that. I'm okay that we're going all in. I prefer not to, because I've seen teams go all in, get all these rental players, trade all this draft capital, and it didn't work. So if it works, then cool. That if we make the Stanley Cup final, we win the cup, then I'm all in. I'm all in. And yep, you're right. It all worked. But if we don't, I'm not sure I'm all in, because this is the question. And I like that they went all in. Okay. Listen, here's the biggest question with this, is because of this one thing. This is why I'm nervous about it. Okay. What's the Canucks plan with Lindholm? Is he a rental player, or they want to re-sign him? Because if we re-sign him, I'm all cool with this trade. I'm all in on this trade if that's what happens, okay? This is the thing that I'm most nervous about. If this is a rental, I feel like we gave up way too much. I would have just rather kept what we had. And then people are like, what are you talking about? We only give up a prospect. The problem is everyone keeps saying how we trade away all our prospects. We just did. We just traded another one and a first rounder. Like the draft gets boring now. It's like, who the Vancouver Canucks going to select at any round? We trade all of our picks. And I don't mind trading some of the picks, but first rounders, those are the ones that are most exciting, everyone. It's like, oh, it's going to be a late one. It doesn't matter. There's still good players. We got like Brock went in like pick number 24, right? Like there are still good players that get drafted in the first round. Now, granted, it takes 2 to 3 years to see them play in the NHL, but they still play and they still can become something. So I'm nervous about it because I feel this is my prediction. And if I'm wrong, I'm cool with that. I think that Lindholm does not re-sign with Vancouver and he's just a rental. And if we don't win it this year, then it was like, okay, cool. We just threw away a great prospect, a first rounder, and then whatever Kuz turns into be, right? And we understand that he was in the doghouse here, and but at the end of the day, I'm gonna miss Kuzi. I like watching him. I think he's a good player. I think he's just having a bad year. I don't like trading first round picks. And like I've already said, what if Hunter has not an amazing year? I meant to put amazing career, right? Amazing career. Here, let's just talk about Lindholm though, because he is a good player. I don't know if he's a great player. I think Calgary Flames felt like he was a good player because they're a bad team. That's just my personal opinion. So sometimes like Shreve, when he was with the Grizzlies, everyone thought he was great. And I'm like, no, he's just on a bad team. And he puts up big numbers. Let's see him go to another team. He went to the Atlanta Hawks. Some of you don't know NBA, but he was average. He wasn't great. He didn't make that team so much better that they were like playoff contender. That's what I feel like Lindholm. The good news is all the pressure's off Lindholm. He doesn't have to be the guy. He's just got to play well. And the question is, who's he going to play with? Okay, who's he going to play with? I think he's going to play with Pettersson, which that's going to be awesome. And you got the couple Swedes there playing together. That's awesome. I mean, center, right-handed centerman, which is cool. 29 years old from Sweden, 6'1", 195 pounds. Career year was this. Now I want to show you something. This is what you need to know. This is what you need to know about Lindholm, okay? So this is the points he's put up. And I think the interesting thing is like everyone keeps talking about 21, 22, where he had 80 in 82 games, he had 82 points. And everyone keeps saying, oh man, he's a former 42 goal scorer. Oh, and I screwed that up on the 2022, 2023. I got to change that graphic before. By the way, I'm going to go live stream tonight and I want to hear more of your comments. So let's just focus on 21, 22. I made that mistake on 22, 23. Okay. I can tell you those stats in a second. If I have it up, I don't have it up. So, okay. So the point being is that's his best year. So that's his best year. He scored 42 goals, right? That's amazing. That's awesome. And everyone says, oh, we got a former 42 goal scorer. Guess what? We just traded in this trade a former 39 goal scorer. And that was last year. It wasn't 2 years ago. It was last year. And then what makes me nervous is this year. And I know Calgary's bad. So I got to take this with a grain of salt. But in 49 games, 9 goals, 23 assists, 32 points. That's bad. That's bad, everyone. This is not good. It's not like what we were seeing at the rest of his career. And then maybe that is. Maybe he's on pace. But 9 goals in 49 games, that's terrible. Now, playoffs performance, not too bad, not too bad. I don't mind that. So maybe he's a playoff guy. Maybe he's what we need, and I'm cool with that. But at the end of the day, I'm nervous. This makes me nervous. I'm just being real with you, just being honest. This is my initial reaction. Maybe like I've got to see him play. So I want to see him play. But what do you think? Do you think that the Canucks gave up too much for Lindholm, or was it like you are so pumped that we got him? Like, are you really jacked? Post in the comments if you're really pumped about that. I'm personally nervous. I personally think right now, initial thoughts, we gave up too much, but that's just my personal opinion, and I don't mind. We can agree to disagree. I'm just excited to see. Now, what's the coolest thing about this all is Calgary has no All-Stars at the All-Star game. Lindholm is a Canuck, guys. That means we have 6, including Tocchet, 7 All-Stars. 7 All-Stars. That's amazing. So Lindholm, this is the best part of this trade, I think, because the Calgary Flames have no All-Stars. And Vancouver has the most in NHL history since like 1998. Like not in NHL, in the most since 1998. Colorado had a whole bunch. I mean, this is insane. This is so awesome. Like, is he going to be wearing a Flames jersey? He shouldn't be. He's no longer the property of the Calgary Flames. He's the Vancouver Canucks. So just saying, I hope I'm wrong. I hope this trade turns out. I know that Alvin and Rutherford are batting basically 1,000 here, but I'm worried that this is the one they messed up on. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I could be wrong, but I highly doubt it. But anyways, post in the comments what you think. Hit that like and subscribe. And of course, always, go Canucks. Go!